Storytelling, I was from day one. As early as grade 3, we were very good storytellers. You know, the teacher would leave us in class and say, you tell your friends stories. So I'm a very good storyteller.
Aside from it's a gospel, how do you find it? Like, is it your personality for you to mingle with such individuals?
I don't know, it's just that they relate with me, I relate with them, you know, very easily. People fear to go into Chiwolia, but for me, I'll just go there easily.
Yes.
Hey guys, yes, you know, the world may lie to you that you are a Gentile, you are evil, you are black, you are what, but the truth may actually astound you. And I was a young, enthusiastic, no-nonsense kind of character. I even went to the extent of squeezing promoters' necks to squeeze my money out of them. You know, I was a no-nonsense character.
Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90 and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's conversation is one of the conversations that I have been looking forward to personally. and for the audience's sake, I'll be referring to him by the brand name, not that legal name, no, it's because it's a brand name, so don't get it twisted. We're not at the same level. So, with that being said, most of the interviews that I've been having, his name has been coming up in terms of his impact on a number of people. And I'm having a conversation with him, MC Wabwino. Thanks for making it, sir.
Oh, thank you. Your Google location was just taking me round and round in circles, but I made it. I made it. I made it in life.
Okay, just for a second, let me give you a story of the impact that your music has had. I was at a boarding school called Chadiza. I don't know if you know where that is, Eastern Province.
I've been to Chadiza.
Yes. So we had this thing going on just before we wrote our grade 12 exams. Where the grade, the Sugos then, that terminology and the thing going on, like one Sugo would shout, Bauze! And then another one from within the school says, no, buddy, your mama! Imagine throughout the school. And no one was allowed to use that. Like the grade 11s could not use it because they needed our recommendation for them to become prefects and stuff like that. So they were the only ones that can oppose us, and they could not oppose us because they needed our recommendation. And anyone else who tried to do it, we were punishing. So that's the impact that the music has had. Imagine the entire school going, those girl shouts from the dormitories, no, buddy, your mama! So that's how much you had impact on me personally.
I'm going to ask for royalty for the catchphrase. Yeah.
No, that one goes far. Yeah. So I wanted to find out your journey to salvation. Like, how did you start and how did you...
2014, I've always been a Christian.
Yes.
A churchgoer. So 2014, I decided through some pastoral visitation of people from my church, I decided to give my life to Christ. It happened dramatically because, I'm saying dramatically because we did it together in my living room, my wife and kids.
It was a family salvation.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, but we each
committed.
Yeah. So 2014, that's how we did it. I had been going to church all along, but
prior to that,
I did an introspect, and since then I've been on a journey of discovery, trying to understand the scriptures, trying to understand this and that, and the things I'm discovering are amazing.
Yes.
Scriptures are right in front of us, but there are things that we didn't see.
Yes, the depth.
So I'm seeing, I'm encountering deception, I'm encountering revelation, I'm encountering wisdom and all these things. But by God's grace, I thank Him that I was appointed that time when I gave my life to follow things of the kingdom.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm privileged that I'm able to follow him and listen to his voice through the scriptures and many other avenues. And here I am. You're asking me about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then also, during my last conversation with Peterson, he mentioned that you gave him the rights to perform your music?
Yes, I did. I said, come on, just do it. He's my young man.
Yes.
And I enjoy his music as well. I've performed with him locally.
Yes.
And internationally. One of the biggest shows I've ever had was with Peterson at the Connaught Rooms in London.
Okay.
Yeah.
What year is this?
Should have been sometime in 2000 and could be 4, I could be wrong. I'm growing old, my memories. yeah, but we shook London.
Yes.
Yeah, and the rest is history.
All right. So at this stage, you cannot perform any of your catalog, or?
Well, in 2014, I decided to hang my gloves. Not because what I was doing was wrong, but it was just an outward sign. Nobody forced me to stop,
yes,
and no one will force me to start. If I wanted today, I would,
yeah,
but I see no need. So
yeah.
Right now, I do gospel at church. I go to St. Peter's Anglican Church and I play lead guitar there, and I'm very comfortable. And I also do gospel music. Some time back, about 3-4 years ago, I opened for Michael Daniel, the American gospel singer.
Yes.
I opened for him. I've opened big concerts like that. I opened for Kings in Woodland Stadium. So whoever is out there, they want to take an opening act. I'm there. I take it as an opportunity to evangelize.
Yes.
Yeah.
And not only that, you're not only using music, but you go out actually to interact with people and spread the gospel.
Yes, my calling is to be an evangelist.
Okay.
In fact, I'm already an evangelist.
Yes.
And my inclination is towards those, the fearful, the ngwangwazi, the street people, the ones that it's not easy for the regular Christian to go to. I'll go to where there's to Giri and I'll sit with them and I'll speak their language and I'll introduce our Savior to them and I'll introduce God, the concept and everything. And I enjoy what I do because in them I see myself.
Yes.
You know, we are all lost until we are found.
Yes.
Yes. So somebody talked to me, I need to talk to somebody. That's how it is. So I find it very, very easy. You may have seen on YouTube or social media where I go out and evangelize whenever I can. But I will not go to you rich people.
I receive it. If them sick can call me rich people.
I'll go to the gundus, the dark corners, you know, the rejected. Yeah. They're the ones that I want to talk to.
How do you, aside from it's a gospel, how do you find it? Like, is it your personality for you to mingle with such individuals? I
don't know, it's just that they relate with me, I relate with them. You know, very easily.
Yeah, I've noticed, I've seen the videos.
People fear to go into Chiwolia, but for me, I'll just go there easily.
Yes.
Hey, guys, yes, and then, like the last evangelism that I heard on Lilai Road, I went in these places, you know, these places, the makeshift shelters, which they use to smoke.
Dagger.
Yeah. Yeah, so I go in there, we started to have church there, we sang gospel music, they know. I introduced the concept, I introduced the truth to them. One guy gave his life to Christ, like seriously.
Yes.
Another guy was touched, he even tithed 50 kwacha, which I gave to my church.
Yes.
Yes, I said, this was given.
I received.
So it reached, yes. And that's it. I was with my wife that day.
Oh, she also accompanies you on this?
Yes. And we relate very well on the streets. The other time I found guys literally smoking by the bridge in Libala, and I find them, I don't condemn people.
Yeah.
We are all sinners in one way or the other. So we talk, we bring to them. You know, by the end you are finishing a fight, you see people throwing plants behind like this, you know. And,
so it's not the condemnation, but the way that convicts them.
It's the way you know, your job is to live the news. Then the Holy Spirit will convict them. You know, we serve the God of the Bantu. and the God of a Bantu, who is our Father, because there are many fathers out there.
True.
Yeah, that's why when the Lord was teaching us to pray, he said, pray our Father. Because others have got their own fathers.
True.
And there's a time when he was telling the Pharisees and Sadducees, you know, the Sanhedrins, that you are like your father, the devil, who is a murderer from the beginning, he's a liar. So there are many fathers. Us, we have a father. They have their father.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so there are many fathers. So mine, like right now, is to make people awaken to the fact that we have a father, the one who created us.
Yes.
Yes, he formed us from clay.
Mm.
In our DNA, we have a father. And that father loved us so much that he gave us his only begotten son, that whosoever believes in him will not perish but have everlasting life. That is his plan. You know, he came to seek the lost. He came to show us the way. He even said, I'm the truth, the way, and the light. So what is that truth? Who is your God? You need to answer those questions. You know, the world may lie to you that you are a Gentile, you are evil, you are black, you are what? But the truth may actually astound you. Because our Father who formed us, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, loved us so much. Mm-hmm. And we are the offspring of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And through that lineage, we are the blessed holy people. And that's my new message. And I'm taking it to the world.
And the world is receiving it.
Yes.
One thing I want to pick from you is that there are very few people that have been able to manage entertainment and the corporate world. And aside from you, who else can I cite? Like
there are many. Ponchano,
no.
Barazulu.
The impact is different. Like I mean, like literally, you're thriving in the entertainment business, and you're also thriving in the corporate world. Those terms you mentioned, yes, in the corporate they might be thriving, but the impact in terms of entertainment, no.
I hung my gloves a long time ago. I have no impact.
Yeah, but I want to pick during all the years that you were able to do it. How did you manage it? The two parallel industries.
I don't know. While people play golf, watch football, commit to whatever they are committing, my passion was music.
Yes.
From day one, I was born an entertainer. Mm-hmm. That's what drives me. So it's during the, you would see me at work at 17 hours on a Friday, dressed in a suit, corporate world, walking the corridors of power. Exactly 21 or 22 hours, you would see me on stage with a different hairstyle, crazy and everything. People would say, we saw you a few hours ago, because I would leave the office, rush home, and I would find an army of hairdressers. Do my hair, makeup artists. The guys would be there ready to dress me up, and I never repeated an outfit on stage. I had a personal designer. He would be ready with me. The others are doing here, they do stuff. 21, 22, 20, I'm on stage. How many? Sometimes I would even do 2 times in the night. 2 shows. I would have a show in Musaka. You see that? Galway, there's another one. 2 shows in the night, you are back. Monday morning I'll be in the office. In fact, area by 7 hours. Work ethic. Yeah. So I enjoyed what I do. For me, it wasn't work, music.
Okay.
Yes. That's my environment. So that's it. I live well on music.
So for someone that has looked up to you and is trying to get that balance, like what would be your word of encouragement? They want to pursue something in the arts sector.
Follow your heart. It's a delicate balance. Right now, the economics may not be very good in terms of the entertainment and art, but we are going somewhere. We are definitely on a better footing now than when some people started. During my time, I made lots of money because I took it as a business, and I was a young, enthusiastic, no-nonsense kind of character. I even went to the extent of squeezing promoters' necks to squeeze my money out of them. I was a no-nonsense character. And I got my money's worth. Yeah. I think at the time that I was there, I may have been the highest paid musician. Yes, not anymore. The guys they have many sources of income, YouTube, these online platforms.
But in terms of performances at the time that you were making performances. Because I remember there are a couple of names that seem to have come under you. How did JK come in the picture? Was he a backup dancer?
He was my backup vocalist. There was JK, there was Kelvin Mwesa, there was Benji Fide, there was Utaka. I had dancers. I had little stints with people like in videos. There's a time Ranel danced in my video. Danny Kaya, we had these interactions where I used to go to his sister's place to encourage each other, music. A lot of people. I had stints with Amayenge, Soza.
Where does the deal in Zimbabwe? Because at some point you were
Yes, I went for studies in Zimbabwe. Then one in Zimbabwe.
Tertiary or high school?
No, it is tertiary. So I met one Tendai Mfurudza, a hippie kind of energy-filled guy with a drop-top Ferrari and everything in downtown Harare. He had a studio there. So I went and recorded in his studio. He had the music immediately straight from the press radio station. And Zimbabwe was ablaze. A week later, I was in People magazine. The whole Southern Africa was ablaze. By the time I was coming back, I was already
on the media platform or something. What?
There was not even this internet.
Yes.
It was just magazines. Those People magazines.
Yes.
I was in all these magazines. It's on HT guy.
Yes.
Yeah. But unfortunately, he is late now. So that's where my first album was recorded. Never saw the light of day here. Because when I came back, I sold it to the late Roger Sombe.
You mean the rights?
Yes, the whole rights for 1,800,000 kwacha. It was enough to buy a car, lots of furniture, and enough money to go to any nightclub and have fun. I was young, single, and dancer. So we had a time when we could perform and we could. But now the game has changed. People are able to buy properties and stuff. We also did, but these days people make more money. I hear. But in our time we made money and we invested it wisely. Some of it is still coming back in one form or the other. From royalties, from some assets that we invested in those days. It pays sometimes to be educated.
Yes.
So here we are.
Are we still on master or we're on PhD level at the moment? Are we a PhD? Are we talking to Dr.
No. I know I have a master's degree in business administration. I have a bachelor of accountancy. I have a diploma in accountancy. I have many tertiary papers from many universities. From Cape Town to Atlanta, Georgia universities, and many places in between, in the Dar es Salaam Institute of Finance Management. I would say I'm not completely blank. I know something in the academics. Right now we are praying for a PhD. And we are working towards it.
Is there any of your kids that has been following the entertainment or they are all...
No, my daughter plays guitar and she's in grade 12 now. My daughter Tumelo loves music. So she wants to play sax. She plays guitar well. She plays keyboard and she plays recorders and stuff. And she sings amazingly. She's the only one who's taken... I was hoping the guy would, but he's not interested. He's a tech geek.
No, that's why the money is right now, is coding and stuff like that.
He wants to be an engineer of some kind,
What would be your words of encouragement to anyone that has looked up to you for years, like myself? And
follow your dream. Follow your dream. Do what you love. And what you love will work out for you. Don't force yourself. If it's not your calling, that's how you find people being very controversial in what they do. But just follow it. Do what is right. Listen to that inner voice. God has put a lot of things in us, many talents. Like I've been discovering that I could actually act, and I'm trying that as well.
No, you should actually. One thing, you should do a biopic about yourself because your life has been like a movie in this industry. No, that one. If you don't do it, I'm going to do it. With your permission. There is a biopic that needs to come from MC and obviously acting. I've been seeing and storytelling. You're a very good storyteller.
Storytelling. I was from day one. As early as grade 3, we were very good storytellers. You know, the teacher would leave us in class and say, you tell your friends stories. So I'm a very good storyteller. It's just the time, you know, juggling this and that, because I'm juggling my work life, farm life, family life.
You've got serious in farming, like I was just.
I've always been a subsistence farmer. I farm for food, so I keep this, that, do this and that. Yeah. So I'm a good storyteller. You know, I can sit and talk to tourists, tell them great stories about great Africans, and they would actually watch a movie as I'm talking to them.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
They talk to schools, you know, that art must come back, because it's through the art of storytelling that people get to know their past, their present, and look forward to their future. Even my music, if you remember, it used to be stories.
Yes.
Yes, it's about stories, about what society has shown me, so I mirror it back to them. Sometimes it's controversial.
Very,
but
very.
In the end, they agree with me. Because you remember, the first time I did that teacher song, I was condemned. How can you sing something so horrible about such a noble profession, our teachers? I got condemnation from as far as Wapula, you know, this to Mabemba people, busy condemning this Ngoni man, crucify Wabwino. Just 2 weeks after the release of the song, I was vindicated.
You were.
Because in Ilwanisha, a teacher was found in a container, teaching a schoolgirl a subject which was not on the syllabus. And I said, yeah, you see, I've been vindicated.
From the devil to an angel within 2 weeks.
Yes, within 2 weeks, you know, and I opened the Pandora. That's how come my sisters like Sister D, they came up with Vitende, you know, people started opening up, even girls started talking, and even the level of arrest increased because of what we told, the stories we told.
And orthodox, you always.
Yes, sometimes you have to be like that, and I know when finally the story about Wabwino is told, when it's finally told, it will be a mixture of all these things, the good and the bad, or what was perceived bad. But I know in the end everyone will agree with me. Yeah.
Facts. Facts.
I will not go to you rich people.
I receive it. If MC can call me rich people.
Open up them style like a philosophy. You're not my mama.